Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joe Richmond of SK8 Home Inspection Services, and today I'm here to talk about 5 quick tips for the potential investor. The first thing I'd like to talk about are structural issues, typically with regards to the basement area. For the investor, as you're doing your walkthrough, it would be great to take a look at your foundation wall, the floors, and if there is a finished ceiling, the ceiling. If not, you'd like to take a look at the structure above while you're in the basement. Typically, their foundations are made of either concrete blocks, poured concrete, or in some cases they even have wood or precast concrete foundation walls. With concrete, there is some typical settlement that occurs, and you'll see hairline cracks. Those aren't the ones you typically want to worry about. The cracks that you typically want to worry about are the ones that are large enough for you to stick a finger in, or if you have horizontal cracking in your foundation wall. Typically those are indications of lateral forces acting against your concrete foundation wall. And you'd like to have a structural engineer come out and take a look and further evaluate the situation. As you walk around, you can see there will be cracking in the floor. Those, again, are typical things that happen with concrete. Concrete does crack. But again, if you have an issue where the crack is large enough for you to put a finger in, then you want to have somebody come take a look. The next thing I'd like to talk about is ductwork. Ductwork is the system by which your forced air travels through your furnace to the spaces. And what you want to make sure is that you have airflow coming from each register when you either have your air conditioning or your furnace operating. So for the investor, you want to turn on the air conditioning if the temperature is above 60 degrees. And if it's wintertime, then you'd want to have the forced air on for your, the forced heat. You want to turn your furnace on and walk around and take a look at all the registers in all the spaces and make sure that you have heat coming out of all of them, or air if it's the summertime. The next thing I'd like to talk about are GFCI outlets, and those are ground fault circuit interrupters. Those are usually put in areas where there's water, specifically bathrooms, kitchens, and basement applications. Those are typically a requirement by most municipalities to prevent fires or electric shock. So you want to check and make sure that the bathrooms, the kitchen, and the basement areas near your laundry area do have GFCI circuit interrupters. The next area I'd like to talk about is plumbing. With regards to plumbing, you kind of want to make sure that there's no leaks. So what you want to do is you want to turn on the appliances, the kitchen sink, the bathroom, the sink, the laundry basin in the basement, and just kind of leave those running and see if there's any potential leaks, and make sure that as the water is running through the drains that there's no leakage there. And finally, I'd like to talk about the doors between the garage and the living space for homes that have attached garages. Those doors need to be 1 hour rated, as well as the walls, the ceiling, and the floor below. The quick way to find out if your door is a rated door is to check the label on the inside jamb. You can easily just open the door and take a look at the leaf of the door and see if it has an hourly rating. If not, you want to have a door salesman come out and take a look and see if it in fact is a rated door or not. And those are my 5 tips for today. See you soon, everybody. And if there are any questions, you can contact Freddie Taylor of IWP. Thank you very much.